If you're an Ableton Live user, then I have some exciting news for you. Live is now fully compatible with Console 1. This Getting Started video will show you how to get up and running with almost no learning curve. Whether you use Ableton Live in the studio or on the stage, you're going to love having tactile control of all your most important parameters within your set. And for those of you using Push, you're going to love having hands-on control over faders for the very first time. Let's see how we can get up and running in no time. When you first open Ableton Live, the default is that you have 2 MIDI tracks, 2 audio tracks, 2 return tracks, and then a master. In order to get started, open the left side of the screen, go to Plugins, and make sure to select the VST3 instance of the plugin. Navigate to Softube and find the Console 1 plugin. At this point, you need to add the Console 1 plugin to all your MIDI channels, audio channels, return tracks, and master. You could do this by clicking and dragging the plugin directly to the track. You could select the track, and then with the track selected, double-click the plugin. Or you could select the track, click on the Console 1 plugin, and then drag it to the bottom effects area. An Ableton Live tip is that if you right-click or control-click on the track header, save as default audio track or save as default MIDI track. If you do this with the Console 1 plugin inserted on the track, every time you create a new audio track or a new MIDI track, you will find that Console 1 will already be inserted on the track, saving you a ton of time. Let's try creating a new track. Now if I look at the bottom of this track, you can see that Console 1 is already inserted whenever I create a new track. I've gone ahead and switched into a set which has some sounds in it. Once my Console 1 plugin is inserted across every track, I can now select On my display and open the on-screen display. This allows me to select my tracks, and you'll see that this also corresponds in my Ableton Live screen. Let's hit play and see what this allows us to do. We can now solo each track by hitting solo at the top. And if I want to solo more than one track, I can hold Control or Command on a Mac and hit the solo button on multiple tracks. We also have the ability to mute tracks. And then, of course, we have the ability to use our faders as volume. If you'd like to control pan on a track, it's as simple as selecting the track at the bottom and then using the pan knob on the right-hand side of fader to control pan. If you have more than 10 tracks in Ableton Live, you could use the page button to select any additional tracks. For instance, my master track happens to be located on page 2 on track 11. Let's see how we could create a mix in real time. Let's mix our 2 drums together. Using the tactile control of faders, we're able to create a crossfade, which is kind of cool. I'm going to mute 3 of my tracks here and bring in the other instruments. Let's solo track 2. And now I'm going to launch a new scene. Now let's bring those instruments back in by unsoloing. We'll bring our other instruments back up and we're going to unmute them. Here it is. By using fader, you can mix in real time whether you're on the stage or in the studio.